Hey guys, it's Jill here with Pink Garden. Today's video, I am planting up some huge barrel containers, and we have all kind of things, goodies that we're going to plant in those. I stopped by a local nursery. I really love going to local nurseries and garden centers when I can. I love supporting local business, right? Small businesses. And we have some really good ones. We live out here in an agricultural community. We have some really good garden centers, and I really like to support them whenever possible. So I have two kinds of potato vines. I have the dark purple one and then the chartreuse limey green color, and I love the contrast of the two. I have some uh, Supertunias that we're going to plant up. I think there's silver bells that I have. I want to put those in there, and I have a bunch of different Coleus that I want to plant in there. So that's why I need this really huge container, because those plants are going to get huge. I propagated a Coleus last year, and I might be able to pop that video in, but I propagated it and now that baby is huge. Let me show you. This guy was a cutting. Can you believe it? Look how big it is. It's huge. It's like, I would say 24 inches across and high. It's huge, and it was just a small cutting. Look at that. He's so pretty. Here's one of the containers. I already cleared out a good quarter of the soil, and I'm going to do is to add in some new soil. You don't need to dump out all of your soil from the previous season, just maybe a quarter of it, just the top layer, just in case there are any bugs, any eggs that are left in, bugs have left eggs in there, or any type of spores and that kind of thing. Spider mites, all the things that you don't want in your container. So you can take off that top layer and then add in a new mixture of container soil. And let me show you what I use. So let me show you what I'm using today. I'm using the Happy Frog potting soil, which is ready to use. You can use it indoor or outdoors, so you can use it with your container planting indoors and then outdoors as well, or even in your raised bed gardens. Great. It already has a lot of the things that you need mixed into it, but I'm going to add some additional helpers. So I'm going to add some perlite, which is going to help with aeration and with water retention, as well as some vermiculite, which is also going to help with the aeration and water retention. And then I have some all-purpose fertilizer. So I'm using the Happy Frog all-purpose fertilizer. Okay, and the plants that I'm going to use are Coleus, and I have some sweet potato vines. So let's get started. So make sure y'all have your protection on, because it is starting to get hot out. In most of the zones, I'm in zone 8A, and it's about 80 degrees out today. So I'm definitely have on my hat, a wide brim straw hat to cover up my face and my neck. But I do have on my sunscreen. So sunscreen first, hat, got the gloves. And I have on my arm protection. So a lot of times you'll see me with these long sleeve shirts on. It keeps me cool, but it also keeps my arms protected. So if you don't mind the bugs, you go ahead, but I'm protecting my arm. So I just added the Happy Frog potting soil, and you don't want to fill it all the way up because you want to have space. So when you water your plants, the water stays inside and your soil and the water don't kind of spill out. But look at this soil, so good. You don't really have to add any vermiculite or perlite at this point, but I'm going to add just a little. And some fertilizer. And now I can mix it all in. And we are ready. Now we are ready to plant. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do now is fill up this container with water and dunk each plant into the water to hydrate the plants before I put them into the container. So I'm just going to let this fill up with water. Okay, so I'm going to dunk this Coleus into the water, and you're probably going to hear the bubbles. I don't know if you'll be able to hear the bubbles or not, but you want to wait until it has completely submerged and the plant will no longer feel super light. If your plant is really dry and dehydrated, this will help to hydrate your plant prior to you going ahead and planting it. Now it's ready for our container. To do that with each of the plants before we enter them into the container. I'm also going to give this container a good drink, because oftentimes what will happen is we will water at the end, but it doesn't actually sink down into the soil, and it'll just be your top layer of soil that is moist. Alright, so now let's mix in the soil again. And you see how if I go really down, it's dry. But because I added that water in, I can give it a good, I gave it a good drink. And now, see, it's kind of clumping. So that's what you want to look, that's what you want your soil to look like. You want it to be able to clump like that. Now we're ready to pot it up. I'm going to remove it, loosen up the roots just a little, be very gentle. It's been in that pot for a long time, so I want to just loosen the roots just a little. Get it in. And I'm going in with the plant that is going to grow the tallest to the back. So this one will be in the back because it will be the tallest plant. And then leave room for it to grow, because this plant is going to get 12 to 18 inches tall. All right. I'll put this guy on this side. And I'm going to put him up towards the front because he's going to creep down. He's a spiller. And I'm going to put the other sweet potato vine on this side, right here. So this guy is... Okay guys, so we've had several days of rain and I had to stop the container planting right almost in the midst of it. And I'm just now getting back to planting the containers, but I didn't plant the Caladium, and I think I have some proven winter petunias that I want to add to this container so that they kind of spill out down the sides. But the Caladium I want to plant on one side of the container. And look how stunning. And you know, I like some pink and green. So let's get these planted into the containers. Look how much these plants have grown in literally like 3-4 days. It's ridiculous. With rainwater, the nitrogen in rainwater, Mother Nature knows what she's doing, because they have really grown. Look how much this Coleus has filled out already. This is why I tell you guys I don't plant like super close and cluttered, because these plants will grow and they will get big, and I want them to have the space to grow and fill out and be at their best. Okay, so let's get this one planted up. And if you see, this is more than one plant, so you can separate them out if you want to. Okay, so gently, I was able to gently separate it. And these right here don't want to really come apart, so I'm not going to fuss with them because I don't want to send them into shock. I'm just going to dig down deep. And here's the other one. I had a piece of Coleus that broke off. So I may try to, I think I'm going to clip this guy and stick him in water and try to propagate him and see if I can bring him back to life. Okay, I have this proven winner Supertunia Silverberry, and I'm gonna plant it and tilt it kind of to the front so that it can hopefully spill down the side. I'm kind of trying to tilt it so that it's leaning and it can just go down the sides. No wonder, yeah, I'm gonna do it this way. Okay. Great. All right. There you go. Oh, it's starting to look so good. Look at that. The pop of colors. I actually moved the bigger clump of Caladium over here to the right and put the little one over here to fill in that space. But that, when the sweet potato vines start spilling down the sides, oh man, it's just gonna be stunning. As I have my handy dandy companion and planting assistant.
Yeah, I brought the remote out here because I thought I could watch it through my bedroom window. I thought I could watch TV through my bedroom window.
No.
But I couldn't. I guess I couldn't turn it on through the glass.
Okay, stop with the shenanigans. Let's get back to work.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna stir it up. Not spill over the ends. Mix it in from the outside in. From the outside in. Let me show you. Oh
my God.
Outside in. You're gonna
Oh,
fold
like
it in.
that.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're gonna like fold it in.
I see.
And then in the middle, you can just like kind of sprinkle it so that it doesn't go
I see.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, let me try.
Outside in. Not hard.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Okay, so now you have that mix. Now you're going to get your plant. You're going to use the geranium citronella plant.
This one right here?
It's already been hydrated. Yes.
I gotta take the label out, right?
Yes.
Take the label out.
And the way you hold it, so you can squeeze and hold your hand underneath them, so you support them, and then you pull them out. Okay.
Yeah, and then you gotta scratch it a little bit. You gotta get
you scratch them up a little bit, just a little gently. His roots gently. Okay, yeah, you put them in, and now move the dirt around close to them. There you go. Yep, get them in there nice and snug.
Nice and tight.
Yep. There you go.
Snug as a plant in a pot. Yeah.
Exactly.
That doesn't really rhyme, but you get the point. Snug as a bug in a rug.
Snug as a bug in a rug. Okay, guys, we are all done with the planters. It's actually been about a week, And it rained again. The planters are looking phenomenal. They bring so much color to the spire pit area. I'm loving it. I want to thank you all again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.